I found another unethical way of making money on Kickstarter, but it's very unethical. And I wouldn't say that it's illegal, but it's just super unethical. So I don't condone it. This is only for educational purposes only. Please keep that in mind. I don't condone anyone repeating these actions that I'm about to show. So without further ado, let's just get straight into the video. So if you guys don't know what Kickstarter is, it's a website where if you want to start a project or you want fundings to start like a product or your company or whatever it is, you could post your website or your Kickstarter project on here and people will donate money to you for you to get started on your project. And with Kickstarters, there has been a lot of, notorious scams out there. One of the incidents on Kickstarter was a project called The Coolest Cooler. Essentially, how people are able to make money with Kickstarter scamming or just unethically, right, is that they will set a goal. So let's say you're starting a project and you set $100 and it's a GoFundMe pretty much. If you guys know what GoFundMe is, it's just a place where you donate to people who are struggling. The same applies for Kickstarter, but it's not really for people that's struggling. It's for people who's just starting up their company or like a project. Something like this, for example, like video games. So if you look at this game project, for example, for this Kickstarter project, if you look at all of these images, it's very easy that you could use AI to generate a bunch of these images for you, which is already the first part that you need to do. You just need to generate a bunch of these images. Whatever you're doing, like let's say architecture, right? Architecture, journalism, music, photography, whatever it is, you can have AI generate a bunch of these images for you. Go over, look at it, see if you need to edit anything to see if like anything's off about it, right? If something's off, people's not going to buy into it. And let's say with video recordings, for example, right? If you have a video recording of your Kickstarter project, people are likely going to get into it more. They're 200% likely going to get into the Kickstarter project that you are starting up. Now, one way to generate these videos is obviously with Sora AI, or you can make these video games yourself, which no one has time to do. So I have found a perfect example of how people just straight up believe in these type of things. So this TikTok video is an AI generated video. Now, let's say if you were to just scroll on your FYP and look at this, you'd say, "Oh yeah, it's AI generated, right?" But if you put it on Kickstarter, for example, and let's say I ask Sora AI to generate me a video like this and add in a joystick where my cursor is right here where I'm pointing, and just make the joystick go in the direction of wherever the character is moving, it's gonna look straight up like a video game. Because if you look at this video, there's no defects, there's no warping, there's nothing. The AI completely generates everything perfectly. And nowadays, people can't even tell that it's AI. AI has gone so advanced to a point where you can't even tell if it's AI or not. You genuinely just think that this is a video game. You have two of the problems down. One of the problem is to generate images for your Kickstarter program. You know damn well that Sora or at least ChatGPT can generate this image instantly. So that's one problem down. The other problem is generating content, right? Generating video content for your Kickstarter program. If I was starting out a Kickstarter project, I'd be starting out like a video game project like this, for example, and I'd ask Sora AI to generate me a video of my video game and go over it over and over again and just keep on generating videos with Sora until it has like somewhat of an authentic feel to it. After I add it in all of my descriptions, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a video like this, for example, right? So with video projects like this, for example, you don't have to show your face. You don't have to do this. You can like copy his games and stuff, and you can just make a video and make sure that it's a very good edited video because people tend to believe that if your video is not very well edited, you are a scam artist. They're not gonna get into your project. If your video isn't well edited, they see that, oh yeah, this guy didn't spend enough time on the video, he rushed it, he's not patient, he's not like obsessed with this project, right? My money's just gonna go to waste if I donate stuff to him. So edit the video, take your time editing the video because the better the video is edited, the more likely people are going to believe that, oh yeah, this guy is very dedicated towards this project. This is something that could be a potential hit in the future. You have to make them feel that way so that they could back up your project like this one. There's not gonna be a lot of people out there backing up Kickstarter projects, but as you could see, like some of them even do it to avoid taxes. Like, you could use AI to generate video contents for you and photo contents for you. And if video games, like in topics like games and video games, for example, if it's just too hard for you to just do all of this stuff, what you could do is you could go to art, for example, right? Go to art and you could see all of these projects. These projects don't require any like videos like the video games, for example. They just have a bunch of like text, paragraphs, and they just have a bunch of arts. that you can do, and AI can generate these arts within seconds. You just have to have a lot of wordings, and it's just backed up by a bunch of pictures. And the only hardest part is making a main video on the main page like this, for example, so that people can buy into it. So our number one problem. So the number one problem is getting images from the AI. So getting images. Number two problem is getting video contents from the AI. Now, this is optional if you are in like the arts category. If you're in video games category, you could still do it. This is very optional, but if you have videos generated in your description, like that one video game project that I showed you, people are likely going to get into it more and they're going to back up your project, right? And the third is making the main video, which is this right here. This is the main video right here. So those are the only three problems that you need to worry about. Two of the problems AI have already solved for you. The third problem is just you making a bunch of video contents with AI and editing them together and putting like a voiceover, like your voice or an AI voiceover, and making the project sounds nice and looks good, right? You don't have to show your face or anything. Most people show their face. That's completely fine. Not showing your face is also fine as well. But if you do show your face, people are likely going to buy into it more, right? And again, guys, for your first ever Kickstarter project, you don't have to go big. You don't have to set like a goal of $10,000 and reach by the end of the week or something. You can set a goal of $100 and reach it by the end of like the next 2 weeks, right? So let's say it's December 4th for me right now. And for like if I want to reach a project by December 20th and I set a goal of $100, that's totally doable. There's a lot of people on this website that has that much amount of money. Some people are donating to avoid taxes as well. And you could just start like a dumb stupid project, like start a project like, "Oh, I'm making, homemade blankets to support the homeless or something." Start a project that's going to solve a problem. That's my recommendation. Start a project that's going to solve a problem, like helping people out, anything out. Like, really, I mean, you could do things like making backpacks for kids, blankets for homeless people, but in reality, you're not making blankets or backpacks for people. You're just starting the Kickstarter project and then you're bailing afterwards when people get into it. And again, an in depth guide of this Kickstarter money making method will be reviewed in my Discord. My Discord will be dropping when my Telegram subscriber count hits about 100. Yeah, this is a really unethical way of making money from Kickstarter. I have known like at least two people in my life that made money from this method. I'm not going to dox them or anything, but yeah, just know that this method is highly profitable over a short period of time. You could always come back to this method like 3 or 4 times every year if you're like starting like a $20,000 project, for example. There's a lot of ways to make money out there. This is just one of them. So if you guys want more money making methods like this, follow along with the journey, subscribe to the channel, and as always, peace.